They say a
How
lot
are
of
you
times
going?
if you're doing something or if you're going to do something and it's not something that can glorify God in some way or another, why are you doing it?
Why are you doing it?
I think that's why I've kind of gained into having more peace and things and stuff, because I do know that my overall goal is to please him and to do things his way. I know I'm not going to be perfect.
Yeah.
But I'm aware of that. And
Yeah.
just for that's like, okay, and give myself a little bit of grace. But if I failed at something and then I know it's something that the Lord wants me to do, like I'm going to go ahead and try it again.
Welcome to another Rooted and Raw, a space where sisters in Christ, rooted in God's Word, come together and answer the raw, unfiltered questions women are asking. Here, we dig into what the Bible has to say, share our own stories, and keep it honest. Rooted in truth, raw in discussions. So pull up a chair, lean in, and join us.
Hey, ladies.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
Let's
Looking forward to next week.
I know next week is Christmas.
Oh, Martha.
Exciting. Oh, Christmas.
Oh, Christmas.
Okay.
That
Let's
should be our question. We
start-
asked that before.
I already got a Christmas question for next week.
So who we got going on today? Who's here?
Yes. Who we got?
Hey guys, it's Steph.
What's up?
Hey, Podcat King and Queens. This is Flora.
You're
You got Sherita in the building.
hey.
It's Baby D.
Okay, stay. Don't feed the town. Don't feed the town. And of course, it's D, and we are back at you with another Rooted and Raw.
Another episode.
Another episode.
And another one episode.
Okay, y'all, it's hype. What did you know?
I got D on a word, and it had me cracking up so bad. The way she says volume.
Valium?
I said that's
That's a
medication.
drug. Can we turn up the volume?
Turn up the volume.
Don't do that.
Turn up the volume. Listen, I do not apologize for the way I say things. If you don't like it, cancel me. If you're not sure what's happening, watch last week's episode. That's what I got
Last
for
week's
you.
what?
Episode.
Episode.
I said what I said. Episode, volume, and Riley. Now,
Riley? That's how you said it.
Riley.
Riley.
You said it right, and then you said Riley.
I
It's
always
kind of like
say Riley.
Skybo and
Oh,
Skibo.
oh,
I did
oh.
not know that.
Skibo is
Girl.
how it should be said.
Yeah.
No,
Skybo Road.
no, me and
It is
Isaiah had this
Skybo Road.
conversation.
No.
'Cause Isaiah's like,
It's
I'm coming down
spelled
Skibo. I said,
It's
mm-mm.
spelled ski.
That's how the
Skybo
navigation
Road.
system. Turn
It's
left
the
on
long
Skibo
I.
Road. I'm like,
It's
girl,
Skibo.
It is the long I.
It's Skibo.
Boom.
okay, now do you say pecans or pecans?
Oh,
Pecans.
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 it's
We ain't doing this. All right.
No, you say crayons or crayons?
I'm not doing this with you.
Wait,
All
what'd
right.
you say?
Crayons.
Crayons. No, it's a crayon.
I'm not
Crayon.
responding.
Say how you
Say
say it?
crayones.
How you say it? You say crayons?
So, this is not the icebreaker, Tamara. So just be stopped.
Just say it.
No.
Say it, Auntie.
I don't do things because people tell me to do it.
crayons.
Crayon.
With an E? Crayons. We get that box of crayons.
Sounds like kryptonite.
Oh, Lord. All right. So we got an icebreaker today.
Yes.
Yes, we do. And it is, if you had an unlimited supply of one thing, not money,
Okay.
what would it be?
I'll let you have mine. You can have mine.
Okay.
I'm going to say paper products. Like napkins, toilet paper, paper towels. Because, you know, when you have kids, for some reason, those things run out
Kids and COVID.
like there's no tomorrow. Listen, I don't know what
good.
it is.
kids and COVID.
Kids and
Paper
COVID.
products.
So for me, it would be anything that has to do, or like, I'll sum it up with travel passes. So whether it is any kind of transportation, just having access to it, whether it is Uber, Lyft, cruises, planes, anything with travel. I just want unlimited.
No limitations.
Yep, no limitations. I need to
limitations.
travel. Hey, I just need to have like my golden ticket and just say, I'm good.
That's
The golden ticket.
That's a really good one. Mine would have to be groceries. I want to be able to eat what I want, cook what I want, how I want. So I want to have all my seasonings, all the food, everything I need to make whatever dish I'm making. Unlimited supply of food.
Me and Cherish were watching this show yesterday, and the lady is eating some grapes. She said, "Oh, these are good. Is this from Whole Foods?" And the other lady looked at her and said, "I don't know. I don't do the grocery shop." It's like, girl, that's so real. Anyways, so mine would have been groceries if not money. So I would say gas. I have a car that requires premium gas, and so if I could have unlimited gasoline and not have to go pay $60 every time I put the hose in my car, would be nice.
I agree. That's a good one.
That is a good one.
What about you, D?
Unlimited supply. You know, this was my question, and I don't know.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised right now. A little bit.
I had it's just a lot of thoughts. Like, these are all really, really, really good ones. I think I would do... I would have unlimited...
Oh, no, she's...
What? Unlimited.
As I said it in my head, it was so funny. I'm having unlimited supply of sleep.
No, ma'am. We need you to stay above.
I mean, technically speaking, you can get it whenever you want. All you gotta do, hi, my name.
You're going to come
like
up missing.
Aurora,
You're not coming back from this cruise.
And then she,
Tell you that right
D, and I just wanted to say that I really enjoyed
I'll punch you in the face.
our time together. It's very
No, I think I would have unlimited time with my friends and family.
For those of you who cannot see Tamara and you can only hear her, she's falling asleep on the mic.
She's making fun of my real issue called narcolepsy.
Hey, I
What
haven't
she's
even gotten
doing.
to the allergies yet. Okay.
Oh my God.
You know what's funny is when I was in high school, I used to make fun of people with narcolepsy.
Really?
I pray she doesn't get what I got. I'm so
She's
serious.
still young. She's little.
We
D for
used
a
to
reason.
we used to make fun.
Look.
We used to make fun of narcolepsy and Tourette's all the time.
That's not very nice.
It's not. And see what happens when you're not very nice when you make fun of
Well,
stuff.
no, I think you got it because Dee be telling these stories about her back in the day. She'd be like, yeah, I didn't sleep. That she would just be up partying for days and then like would sleep for like 2 hours and then up partying for days. And so now when
Now
she was
biting me in the
when,
butt is
when
what
she
it's
was
doing.
telling me
Catching
that,
up.
I
It's
said,
catching up.
girl, God's got you on a look. You got to make up for that time now. At this
For all that
point.
sleep I didn't get.
There you go.
Yeah, mine
See,
would
that's
be
a
an
good comeback.
unlimited supply of time with my family and loved ones. That's what I would. That's what feeds me is being with my people. So if there's way too many time constraints on us and being around each other.
And you know what brings people together more than anything?
Food.
Food.
So this sounds good because what's gonna happen is I'm gonna create time for us with mine. She's gonna take us places with
Yeah.
hers.
And I'm going to feed y'all.
You gonna feed us, and we're gonna get to the places because we always got enough gas
Yes,
money. We
yo,
good.
Come
got
on.
gas.
You see how
We
that's
good.
full circle?
And we ain't
Oh,
gonna
you
never
got
be out of
it.
pocket.
So we don't
It's
got
full
to do no
circle.
We ain't
dishes,
gotta do
no
nothing. We
It's
just
full
good.
circle.
We
We're
just good.
Look at us.
I love it.
Look how we brought
All
that
right.
See, and then we
together.
can use the money for something else.
Yeah, we're gonna have to because we.
Well, it don't got to be groceries.
It don't gotta
Don't
be gas. It
travel.
ain't gotta be
Don't-
travel.
You got toilet paper.
It ain't gotta be.
gotta get
toilet
And
paper.
we need toilet paper because I need people to be wiping themselves
Yeah.
properly
Please
too
do.
while you at it.
Please.
Y'all ever think about the people with the real long nails? Don't go there.
We going to leave that right there.
Hey guys, it's Dee again. I want to share with you another amazing business. If you're looking for a wedding photographer who captures more than just pretty pictures, because we've seen that before, you need to check out Jessica Thomas Photography. Jessica's work is timeless, it's romantic, and filled with the kind of details that tell the full story of your wedding day. The little glances, the joyful tears, the legacy moments you'll treasure forever. She makes her couples feel comfortable, seen, and celebrated, which is why her JTP couples rave about their experience. You can see her work and learn more at jessicathomasphoto.com, or you can follow along on Instagram at Jessica Thomas Photo. This is not a paid advertisement by Jessica Thomas Photos. We just love Jessica a lot, and so we wanted to give her business a shout out. Bye.
All right, so who's pulling the topic?
That would be me. I don't even know where the.
It's a Christmas miracle.
I only shake this for Tam. I promise you I do. Because I would just reach in and grab.
We ain't gonna have very much grab in a minute.
Oh, did one fall? Did I look?
Y'all send us the questions
Did
now.
I?
We need more
where it
questions. We
went.
need more questions for our box.
Maybe that one should have been the one.
Did I lose you?
Maybe that one should have been the one.
The one that jumped out the box.
Yeah, the one that jumped out at me.
This is why I don't drink coffee. The way the taste it leave in your mouth, just wrong.
It should have been the last one. Let me see.
Nope. Just ask it. What is it?
What does it look like to walk in confidence and humility at the same time?
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a really good question. Why you question if that's a good question? That's you know how hard that is? Confidence and to be confident and humble. That's not because people are usually on one end or the other.
One end or the
They're
other.
usually never both. But we should be both. So what does it look like to do both?
Do we know if we walk in one or the other? Who knows what it looks like
If you know, you know, I think.
What do you mean?
Like, because, I mean, we have the most perfect example, Jesus.
Of course.
Walked in humility and confidence. And I think it has a lot to do with, so he talks about the kingdom and how we're children of God and that, you know, which makes us like princes and princesses of a kingdom. And if you look at the upbringing of royalty and the extensive training of all kinds that they go through, not only like physical, you know, but like emotional, like etiquette, emotional intelligence, you know, like all of these things that they train for sets them up to be fully confident in who they are as a person. But to walk in humility is to follow Jesus' example and think of others above ourselves. You know, like we're constantly trying to think of how we can make other people's lives better. Obviously, you know, speaking in a Christian perspective, bringing, you know, peace, love, like the greatest commandment that Jesus gave us, you know, love others above ourselves. I think that sums up what it looks like, but to actually walk it out is a lifelong journey.
Yeah, that's good. I know for me, I adapted this thing probably a couple of years ago to try to do them both, which was Godfidence, right? So I can confidently and humbly walk out my life because I don't have confidence in myself. My confidence comes from God. People always ask me like, D, you're so confident. Like, how do you do the things that you do? You're so confident. It's because it's not me. I'm not using my own strength. I don't get my own confidence. I get it from God. He gives me confidence to do the things, and I walk it out in the aspect of knowing that I'm only as good as I will allow him to be in my life. I'm only as good as I am obedient. I'm only as confident as I am surrendered or submitted to him and his will. And so if he tells me to do something and I'm doing it in obedience, then I get my confidence in the fact that no matter what happens, because I think the struggle with confidence, if we just break it down and let's just deal with confidence first and then humility, right? If we think about it and we break confidence down, the reason why people struggle with confidence is because they're very worried about it not going well. They're worried about what other people are going to think or if they're going to fail in some way. But the way I've kind of adapted it is I don't do anything without God's approval. I don't do anything without him telling me to, which means it can't go wrong. Even if it doesn't turn out quite the way that I think it should, or the way, I envisioned it to, it's still going to be a win or a success as long as I do it in the way in which he instructed me to, as long as I walk it out the way he did. So I'll give you a prime example. Boss Small Group. When Boss Small Group first started, it originally started off as Wifey for Life. It was the concept of it and Boss was the same, only I kind of did things my own way with Wifey for Life. It stood for Women of Integrity, Facilitate Empowerment, and Education for Life is what it meant. WIFEE was how it was spelled. Anyway, it started and then it plumped. But it was because I did it my own way and I was in my feelings that it didn't go how I thought it should go. And then, God came to me and he said, all right, ready to do it again? And I was like, nah, because women don't actually want help. They just want to stay in a mess and they want to da-da-da-da. And I was going in on God and he was like, no, they do want it. It's just you did it the way you wanted to do it and not the way I told you to do it. So I asked again, you ready to go again? This time, follow my lead. And I did. Now we 8 years strong instead of the 6 months that Wifey for Life survived.
Hey, you tried, but
and it's a lesson learned, right? That when you do things in his way and in his time, there's success, even if it's not what you think it should look like. And so I'm kind of walking that out even now with Boss House, the nonprofit that's the derivative of what Boss Small Group was. And so when I think about confidence, I think about how much am I willing to submit, what needs to be done, or what I'm being told to do to the Father. That's how I get confidence.
Yeah, my confidence is in him. It's
Not in myself.
Not in myself, exactly, because he has definitely left that paper trail or that crumb trail that I know, and that's how it gets stronger as time goes by, because I know that he's got me. As simple as that. He's got me. He has, like I said, he's time and time again, just like Dee said, doing it my way. Yeah, that didn't pan out as I wanted to, but doing it his way, and that's what has gained my confidence through time.
Proverbs 3:26. Perfect. For the Lord will be my confidence and will keep your foot from being caught.
Yep.
That is where now I think in that is how you form the humility, because in that is where you then know, okay, I got the confidence to do this. My confidence is in him. He's going to get it done. And then when it's a success, he gets the glory.
Praise, yep.
I don't give him the glory. I mean, I don't give myself the glory. I don't make it
About you.
Sorry. You ever had the sound go out in one of your ears? Just went out. It was weird. Anyway, I don't make it about me, right? I know I didn't do this. So when people approach and ask, how'd you do this? I make sure to point them towards him. When people say, oh, thank you you're welcome, but it wasn't me, it was the Father. Right? Like, that's the humility of it. I only can take credit for obedience.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
Everything else that comes from this thing, whatever it is, this podcast is sheer obedience. He gave me a vision that he wanted me to walk out. He put me in the right circle of the right people, and here it is. And I takes no credit for any of it, right? Like, that's the humility, is knowing that I'm not doing anything. When it starts to grow or it does a good thing, I don't take it. Everything that we do should be about him. That's worship, right? Worship is giving reverence to God for all the things. It doesn't matter what you do, where you go. If you can give him the reverence, if you can give him the glory, if you can give him the honor, right? We give honor to which honor is due. If I give him the honor, I'm worshiping him. Us sitting here right now having this conversation is worshiping the Father. And so I think in order to be able to walk them both out, you have to be able to, one, submit yourself fully, surrender yourself fully over to the Father. I think that's where people struggle.
Yeah.
It's the submission. It's the surrender. Because to submit yourself and to surrender means I don't get to do the things that I want to do. I don't get to do them the way I want to do them. And if it goes good, I can't pat myself on the back because I haven't actually done anything.
Right.
And people want.
They want that acknowledgement. They want that all eyes on me. It's not about you.
It's not. But that's why people have a hard
The
time of
struggle.
walking this thing of confidence and humility out because they want eyes on them. I can say I used to be that person.
It's in our nature.
It is.
Yeah,
It's good.
It's in our nature. As I'm finishing like my finals and stuff, there's a lot of like different topics that we could choose from, and I don't know. All my papers are blending together at this point. But one of them that I was writing on, I think, was like on original sin. Or something of that. But pretty much it was just, I was going into full detail of like the fall and like how is that affected, obviously like Adam and Eve at the time that it happened, but like now we are rewired to a completely different nature that, you know, and it's also the kind of the place that I've been in lately is where Paul was explaining like I do what I don't want to do, and I don't do the things that I should do. And so it's that very strong tug and pull of like, for example, my homework. I don't want to do my homework. I don't want to do my finals. I don't want to do my papers. However, Dee put it into perspective for me the other day of like, at the end of the day, this should be you glorifying God by, number one, learning more about him and like doing research, going into detail and explaining and talking about it. I'll learn more that way. But at the same time, he gave me the vision to continue to go to school. So if I'm doing it for myself, just because I don't want a bad grade, because that's always been my motivation for school, it's not going to lead me to like becoming the best and having the best outcome that I should, because I do want to hear well done. But right now, how I'm operating when it comes to schoolwork is not in a very well done type of manner. Like, trust me, Auntie, I get it. I'm tired, boss. That's how I feel. So lately I've been, you know, at the foot of the throne, just like, God, I just don't want to. So if this is something that you want me to do, like, I need the strength, I need the motivation, I need the peace that comes with it, because when I'm staring at this little blinky thing going like this and I don't have no words to put on this page, like, I need that reminder of what it is that I'm doing it for. So when you guys were speaking about, you know, like confidence versus humility, the first thing I was thinking about is you have people that are very overconfident in all of the things that I can do, and look at me, and, you know, it comes off being cocky and what's that other word?
Arrogant?
Conceited?
You got the people that are real conceited about all the things that I could do. I'm the best on the team, and, you know, without me, this place will fall apart, and blah, blah, blah. But then you also have the people that, I don't want to say are too humble, but are...
That false humility.
Yeah, exactly. It's like the humility that, like, oh, no, it's okay. It wasn't, like, that's not me and my power. But then at the same time, you don't have the confidence within yourself to say, like, God really did give me these talents, and he really did give me these skills that I can use to better the team. Instead, it's like, oh, no, it's not me. It's just God. And like, yeah, it is God, but it's God within you who placed, you know, you in this space to succeed and to be the best that you could be. So I think finding that balance in the in-between of like, yes, God did give me these talents and these treasures and all these things. However, it's not for me, it's for him.
Yeah. It's for his kingdom.
Exactly. So
So it's so funny. So Emery Anderson. Shout out to Emery. He has Rings and Robes. Shout out. Actually, I have a Rings and
I
Robes
was
shirt
gonna
on
say.
right now. I'm a ringer, which means I'm part of the Rings and Robes Club. And so a part of that is we get this thing called Word Up. That's what it's called, a ringer. We get this weekly mini devotional from him called
that's
Word
cool.
Up. It's really good. Well, this past week's kind of gave me the motivation when I spoke to you. It says, "Is your why strong enough?" It says, he said, "I love movies. Have you ever watched a movie and it ended up being awful? You want to cut it off, but you're so far along that you stick it out to see how it ends." Sherita clearly doesn't do that.
That's what I was gonna say. You stick it out.
LOL. She don't stick it out. Anyway, it doesn't say that on here. He
Sure,
says
to give it 5 minutes and cut it off.
5 minutes. If you ain't got my attention at 5, she out. Anyway, he said that happened to me last weekend. I watched a horrible boxing movie, but there was a moment in the movie that hit harder than any punch thrown in the ring. The trainer looks at the fighter and says, "Your why isn't strong enough, so there is no need for us to continue training." Ouch, that line stings, not because it's harsh, but because it's true. In life, in faith, in purpose, your why must matters. And so I think about, he says more, but my purpose of reading that or bringing it up is this. A lot of times we do things. I used to tell the Imitate girls all the time, like, if you want to actually do something and be really healthy and successful at it, you have to align it with a purpose. What's the why behind the what? If it doesn't have some sort of purpose, then you're not going to succeed in it. Right. I'll use working out, for instance. A lot of people hate exercising, hate the healthy eating, yada, yada, yada. But if you put a why behind it that's bigger than just, I want to be cute in clothes, right? I want to be slimmer. But you put a why behind it that matters, you'll be more successful. So a long time ago, I decided my whole purpose of why I work out and eat and keep track of what I eat and, all that is because I want to be fit to finish. I want to physically be fit to finish the spiritual things that God has put in my heart, that is given. I said I wanted the desires of God's heart, right? His desires are big, and I only get this body this side of heaven. So I've got to take care of this body this side of heaven in order for me to do all the things that he wants me to do while I'm here, because I have one goal. Here, well done, my good and faithful servant, which means I got to do everything he wants me to do, how he wants me to do it. And I need this body to do that. And if I'm not taking care of it, whether that's what I put in it, whether that's how I operate it, then I don't give all of me to the fullest. It's the same way with school. What's the why behind the what? It's the jobs that we work every single day that can stress us out. Why are you doing it? It's the reason why you take so much intentionality with your children. Why? Because you want them to be, you don't want them to just be law-abiding as citizens. You want them to be law-abiding as citizens of the kingdom, right? Like it's the why behind the what. And so I just think it's one of those things where we have to be intentional about all of what we allow ourselves to be a part of, putting why to it. Hebrews 13:6 says, so we can confidently say, the Lord is my helper. I will not fear. What can man do to me? We worry about the world and how they're going to react,
what they're going to say,
what they're going
to do. And
are they going
stuff.
to cancel me?
Right.
Is this person going to like it? The bigger picture is, first of all, God is my help. Where does my help come from? The Lord. I will not fear. What can man do?
What can they do
to me? It's not a confidence. Like I don't care. I'm too big. It's not a conceited, like you were saying, Tam. It's a, I trust so heavily in the Father and what he is calling me to, what he has me operating in, what he wants me to do, that I don't fear. This could have been scary for any of us, but it was the why behind the what. We can all confidently say, I mean, Flora said she didn't even never see a podcast before this one. And yet now she's sitting in a podcast, and it was the why. Why we are doing it. And so I think if we want to see confidence, it's the why behind the what. It's the who behind the what. Because if it's me, we're going to jack this thing up. We're going to tear this thing up. I'm going to mess it up.
It's the where behind the what.
It's the what?
It's the how behind the what.
What's happening?
Not the
I
how.
thought you was about to rap.
It's the why.
The why,
behind
who,
the
where,
what.
what? It was. Did you have something? Oh, I thought you had
Mom
something.
Mom used to make Jahida write that out. If she wanted to go out, she had to write a whole little paper, the who, the what, the where, the when.
Listen.
All of that.
Listen.
Who's going?
Yeah.
Why are you going?
Yeah.
When are you going? Where are you going?
They say a
How
lot
are
of
you
times
going?
if you're doing something or if you're going to do something and it's not something that can glorify God in some way or another, why are you doing it?
Why are you doing it?
I think that's why I've kind of gained into having more peace and things and stuff, because I do know that my overall goal is to please him and to do things his way. I know I'm not going to be perfect,
Yeah.
but I'm aware of that. And
Yeah.
just for that's like, okay, and give myself a little bit of grace. But if I failed at something and then I know it's something that the Lord wants me to do, like I'm going to go ahead and try it again. So, but when you were talking about like the whole exercise thing the other day, Isaac reminded me why I do cardio so that I can keep up with kicking the soccer ball with him. And I had donated blood that day actually. And I was like, look, right now I'm not to my full potential, but we do need to do this. And just spending that quality time just with him. And I love that, just to have time just with him and creating these memories, because it was his idea. But I'm over there huffing and puffing, and I'm all like, okay, I donated blood today. I'm almost 4 decades old. Like, come on. And thinking about like, I didn't get that opportunity with my mom.
That's good.
I didn't get that opportunity. My mom wasn't, when she was my age, she wasn't able to run around with me here with soccer and stuff. So the fact that I have this opportunity to go ahead and do this with Isaac and just kick the ball around, because it was his idea. Obviously, he wants to spend time with me, and that's a blessing in itself.
Yeah, for real.
You know, because who does that? You know, yeah.
So let me ask y'all then, is there any area or anything in your life specifically right now that you feel like it's hard to do the confidence and the humility? Like, is there anywhere where you struggle with that?
Parenting.
Jesus, she was ready.
She was right there,
she
ready.
was ready. I feel you, sis.
That's a journey in itself. Parenting is a journey in itself. Town, girl.
But you got
One
different
day,
ages.
girl.
I'm sorry.
Team.
But you have like different ages
I
and
do.
stuff, from like kids in middle school to
High school
adult.
to out of the house.
And right, like that's a big range too, because you can't do what you do to one to the other, and even then, and then different genders too. Like, bless your heart.
I received.
Yes.
I was making brownies the other day,
Brownies for my brownie.
and Jahida's on the phone with me as I'm making it, and I don't remember what happened, but I was missing something, or the pan that I had was too big. So I'm showing her, I'm like, is this right? And she was like, no, girl, that's too big. You need a smaller one. So I'm like, ah. So now I'm stressed because I done went and bought one of them aluminum and it's too big. But you was on the phone with, anyways. So I'm stressed out, and she's laughing at me, and she was like, Tam, I can't wait for you to become a parent, because you're very structured. And so she was like, you gonna be freaking out. She was like, you gonna have them kids that can't eat sugar and that they can't do juice.
can't
Like
eat
they
corn.
can't, right. They can't.
because she make fun of me. Her kids ain't gonna be able to eat corn.
I rebuke that. In the name of Jesus. I said, you going to your Auntie D's house. You going to Auntie D's house. Auntie D don't got no corn.
Let her feed you.
Because we ain't got nothing but corn in this house.
But in this house, we finna eat our corn.
All of it.
But yeah, so Haida's like, when you have your kids, like, they're gonna be them kids that can't do this, can't do that, blah, blah, because you're so structured. And she was like, but when they come over here to Titi's house, she's like, oh yeah, it's Corn City around here. Yeah, and so I think it's yeah, I ain't ready for that.
Hey, take your time.
Oh yeah, and I am.
And
I am.
And I tell that to all who do not have children. Take your time.
Especially even when you get married, because some people get married and they want to rush into. Give yourself 2 to 3 years.
Come on.
If you didn't come into the marriage with children, give yourself 2 to 3 years before. I hear what they saying. Oh, time, they don't have the. Listen, God's will be done. At the end of the day, you think you know your spouse until you marry them and live with them. Please take the first 2 to 3 years to just get to know your spouse on a new level, because the level that you knew them before y'all said them I do's is different. It is a whole. For those of y'all who out there are talking about why to get married because it's just a piece of paper, I rebuke it in the mighty name of Jesus. That means you ain't getting married right, because let me tell you something. It is more than a piece of paper, baby. There is something that internally changes within the both of you when you say I do, when you say for good or for bad, for richer or for poorer, for sickness and health. When you say those words and you actually mean them,
come on.
When you mean them under the eyes of
covenant.
the Father, the covenant, okay, the
government.
the covenant, not the government. Okay?
Come on.
The government.
When it is not a contract,
Come on.
okay, when you actually mean it, something happens and you change. You become one, and it's different. It's a different feeling, and now you have to learn a new level of this human being that you've been getting to know for the past 2-3 years, 2-3 months for some of y'all. And so take those next 2 years at least to just get to know them, love them, see the things that are going to drive you crazy that you didn't get to experience because y'all doing it right. Y'all going about it right. Right?
Not by choice, but yeah. You talking about like distance?
No.
Girl.
No.
I thought you was talking about because we far away. Like,
Popped.
Yeah.
just not like you doing it right, and I'm like, he's far away. That's not our fault.
No. That y'all not living together. That y'all not doing, y'all. Yo, what's in that cup, girl? What you put in there, Steph? She over here.
My bad.
Anyway,
my bad. We doing it right.
Y'all doing
My
it,
bad.
but y'all doing it the way the Bible says do it. That's what I'm getting at. Y'all doing it the way the Bible says doing it. There's no shacking up. There's no sleeping together. There's no y'all doing it right.
Right.
Which means there's a whole nother level of things that y'all gonna get to know about each other, and y'all need to take the time to do that, because when you add children into the mix, it does something to the dynamic if you don't already know that person intimately on that level. And so,
like, which way you want the toilet tissue on the roll?
Who
no, it
does
goes down.
that?
It goes
Who
down.
cares?
It goes down.
does
It
that?
No
goes
one
down.
cares.
Why does it matter?
It goes down.
It don't.
It goes down.
It's bigger the fish to fry in a marriage
It
than
is.
the toilet paper. I
Who
promise
cares?
you. I don't know. Is there toilet paper?
In the bathroom.
That's what I'm talking
matters.
about. Is there toilet paper? Because I promise you,
bottom as
I
long
don't
as they're
ca-
in there.
It's in the bathroom.
in
Because
the
have you ever
bathroom.
sat on the toilet and used a restroom and then noticed there ain't no toilet paper? Now that's
Come
a
on.
problem.
That
I
is a
don't
whole
care
problem.
which
Especially in public.
direction.
Let me tell you what. That's heartbreak right there.
I always
I
check,
know.
like, make sure, okay, I'm good.
I typically do, but there's been a couple times where it's like I really gotta go, and that's the worst. So I'm like rushing in the bathroom, blah blah, and then I'm in there and I'm just like,
Then you hear the
excuse me, can you please? I'm so sorry to bother you in your privacy.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
But no, and I agree, and I will say that's one of the great things I love about our relationship is that we're very open and honest about stuff like that. So we've had this conversation more than once of like, hey, look, we both don't want kids right away. You know what I'm saying? We want to take the time to, whether if it be traveling together or just, you know, obviously getting to know each other even more, especially because Isaiah and I are at a distance. Like, obviously we talk every day and you know, fall asleep on FaceTime and all of those things.
I know, I'm with you, Shrew.
But still, at the end of the day, like, there's things that I don't know about him yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you fold your laundry? Well, I do know that because he don't. But do you fold your laundry as soon as it comes out the thing? Because I don't. You know what I'm saying? Does that bother you?
dynamic, yeah.
Like, when we live together, now we got 2 sets of laundry that's not getting folded. You know, so stuff like that.
Them laundry
I
become
know
one
each
too.
other.
That laundry becomes.
That laundry becomes one just like you do.
Stephanie looking at me crazy. I hate folding laundry.
Oh, I love it.
I love
But that's
folding
good, but it's
laundry.
good because you guys are getting to know one aspect of each
Right.
other, and that's what they're saying. Like, once you guys move in together, that's a whole different dynamic that you guys are going to get to know
Exactly.
and learn from
Yeah.
each other. And that's
Do you wash your jeans? There's some people that don't want their jeans washed. You know what I'm saying? Do you actually take the time to separate your clothes?
You better.
This the thing though; those are little things compared to some of the
Well,
things
yeah.
that
No,
you. But I'm just saying, like
but it brings
that's-
up other
Yeah, because
other
sometimes them
topics
little
and
things,
stuff.
sometimes the little things will add up.
But those little things only matter when the big things ain't being taken care of. I can
Yeah.
guarantee you
Yep.
those little things don't matter as much when the big things are handled. But it's when you see people who are struggling with the big things that the little things seem like bombs going
Right.
off.
Know it?
Because the big things have already they already being stomped on. So now the little things you making toothpaste a real problem, and
When it's
toothpaste
not.
ain't the actual problem. It's
Right.
the fact that y'all don't know how to have a
Communicate.
communication about money. It's the fact that y'all don't know how to have communication
About
about
everything.
sex. It's the fact that you don't know how to have the communication about
That's
the
huge.
future. These
Yeah.
are things that are necessary. And so I think, yes, the little things, they're there and they'll always be there, but they only become bombs when the big things have already exploded.
Yeah, no, that's good.
They become grenades when the big things have already exploded. And so it's stuff like that. I think that even in marriage, having confidence and humility,
Yes.
it's not easy to be. I don't care what nobody say. People make it seem like marriage is easy on TV. I'm watching time. See what things, marriage looks easy on TV and on TikTok and on. Y'all need to stop believing them
Better
lies.
stop.
There is work
It is
that
work.
goes into it that can mess with your confidence and even your humility if you do not make God the center rope.
of God, yes.
The strand of 3 cords is not easily broken. If you do not have God that is my final thought. If I done jumped in, if you do not put God in the center of all the things, it will be impossible for you to walk in confidence and humility. He has to be the center of what you're doing. He absolutely has to be. Without it, we falter every time. Every single situation that I have failed at, every single situation that has torn me apart, every single situation that has made me feel like the very situations that put me in a place of suicide are because God was not at the center.
Yes.
Period.
Absolutely.
The end. The end. And so if we can't figure out our Godfidence, if we cannot surrender the things that are relevant and important to us, to Him, because you got to be able to give it up. Boss House was my baby. And I may have to give that thing up. And release the fact that I know God gave me a vision. Because see, this is the thing. People will swear up and down, I know God told me. I know God told me. I know God told me. That's great. But even if He did, are you willing to surrender it to Him or not?
Oh, wait. I
I'm
mean,
gonna
keep
be
going.
like Abraham.
Because at the end of the day, there's women out there that's like, I know God told me I was going to be a wife. I hear you. And I'm not telling you you're wrong. But what if He's now telling you that He wants you to surrender that to Him?
Or
What if he's
gonna
not
be right
telling
now.
you
Or
that
he
that's
didn't
not
tell you
for
when.
you, or he didn't tell you when?
My grandfather was famous for that. So my mom used to tell stories about how she'd be like, Dad, can you take me to the store? He'd be like, yeah. And then she'd come back like, hey, Dad, are we going to the store? He'd be like, I didn't say when we was going.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
didn't
I didn't say I'll take you. I didn't say
We've
when.
got to be willing to
Yeah.
surrender the things that we know, even if we know for certain, for sure, that God told us. Because even the things that we know for certain, for sure, we can't actually be for certain or for sure.
Yeah.
Because God says our hearts are not trustworthy.
So I think I've read this before here, but this is Stephen Chandler when we went to
We went to the thing at
my brain
Union
says
Church.
Summit, but that's
Union
not right.
Church. It's the thing that happens every fourth Wednesday. Go ahead. I'll
They
tell
got
you
some
in a second.
event. But Stephen Chandler said Hannah was asking God for a child, but God was giving her a prophet. The prayer you are asking for hasn't come yet because it's bigger than you're expecting. The second thing he then says is, if I give you something that you're not willing to give back to me, it becomes an idol.
It becomes an idol. So what are we idolizing? What is it that we're idolizing? Because if you can't walk in confidence, if you haven't surrendered it over to him, you can't walk in confidence in it, which means you're probably idolizing it.
Or if you're not humbly walking in it, you might have overconfidence in it, creating then your idol.
I used to idolize marriage. And I mean, that was a huge idol in my life. And I had to get to a point where I understood I've been married before. So even if I do not get married again, God has still been good to me.
Yes.
It would have been enough.
It would have been enough. He is enough. And I had to surrender that thing. I had to give it up and take my mind away from the idea of being married and walk in covenant relationship with him. My relationship starts with him before it starts with whoever God has for me. That relationship there is where it begins. So I had to humble myself and bring it down a whole bunch of notches, because marriage is not the goal in this life.
I was about to say, it is the goal to God. We the bridegroom, right? Like we want so bad to be in a relationship with a significant other, male, female. You right? But we haven't even learned how to be in a relationship with the Creator, the one whom which created you. You don't have time for him, but you want to have time for another human being.
Let's say, like, you put it all on him, everything else will fall into place.
Everything.
Everything.
And that's my closing remark.
But the problem with that is that the people hear that and assume that means it's going to be perfect. It is in his way, but not in your own.
Right. Not in your own timing or anything like that. But that's where you built up that confidence and being humble, just putting it all to him.
Amen. It's good. Ladies?
Final thoughts? Starting with me.
I don't know.
Well, it's technically
Good,
started with me because and she just did hers.
Steph.
Okay. So going back to the original question, how to walk in confidence and humility. First of all, go to the book and follow Jesus's example, because he left that clear example for us of how that looks like and how to follow it step by step.
It's good.
Yep.
Perfect.
These are so good.
So for me, my final thoughts, I had to write it down while it was on my mind, because I'm like, I don't want to forget that. I was like, I do nothing in my own strength. I'm not a mom in my own strength. I'm not in school in my own strength.
That's right.
I won't be a wife in my own strength. Nothing I do is because of me. Everything that I am, everything that I'm going to be is because my strength comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and of earth. And that's where it begins. That's where it ends. That's the period at the end of the sentence. It ain't got nothing to do with me. It's not about me. It's not about the things. It's all about God and where he has me, where he places me. The strength comes from him. The humility, the confidence, it all comes from him.
It's good.
That is good. I would say the same thing in the sense of I'm not that interesting. I'm not that I'm not that strong. I'm not that confident. I'm not that I think down in the core, the root of who Tamara is, I could be very timid. I actually don't really like people that much. I have a lot of trust issues. However, these last 3 years, the more that I've been learning who he is, the more confident I feel about myself and like I said, the gifts, the talents, the treasures that he's given and placed within me. The more I'm able to actually know and understand. It comes back to identity. You know what I'm saying? If your identity is centered in him,
yes, Lord,
that's what'll give you the humility to know and understand this isn't me. And you'll also have the confidence in who he has created you to be, because at the end of the day, you are beautifully, wonderfully made. You are a handcrafted creation that he took the time to get in the dirt and to form you and to breathe life into you. And so with that being said, when you start seeing yourself that way and taking that image on, it automatically brings out the Godfidence within you that he's placed within you. So I was looking for that one quote that he gave me a while back when I was talking about how do you expect to be a bride to a human being when you haven't learned how to be the bride of Christ or something like that. I couldn't find it. And then I started reading all the other ones. I was like, oh, that's good. So that's me.
I think the coolest thing about what has been said here today, and then we'll end it with this, is that I can confidently say that everything that they said, everything that everybody said, we're actually walking it out. She's talking about reading the book. We walk that out. She's talking about how nothing goes, none of what she does is about her but God. She's talking about that she's not that interesting without him. Like the things that are being said here, because I'm saying this because the question said, how do you walk it out? Yeah. And I want everybody that is listening or watching to know that these are actually things that are being walked out in our lives. Not perfectly,
right,
but very intentionally, very purposefully. They're being walked out in our everyday lives. And may I add that we have a whole community that helps us to make sure we stay very much in that compass. Our compass always goes back to the Father. And in those moments when we struggle, because heaven forbid we think that we so big and mighty that we won't have struggles. Even those of us on this podcast right now who have and we do have very strong and intimate relationships with the Father, we still have struggles. We still battle. But thank you, Jesus, that you thought enough of us to give us a community of women to surround us and to help us be accountable to you. Not to each other, not to ourselves, but to the Father. And so, if I could add a cherry on the cake for what everybody has said is, if you want to do it and stay rooted in it, get you a good community of people who are also rooted in it, who are going in the same direction as you. It may not look like yours look, but you are definitely, your focus, your eyes are on Jesus. Get you a community of women. It ain't got to be a big community, right? Quality over quantity, right? Get you a good community of people. And then y'all work to hold each other accountable to that. This was good.
This is good.
yes,
This was
I
good.
like this one.
Y'all didn't want to answer the question and look at it. Now, we was all over the map.
all right,
But,
Oh, we
got it.
We had a whole squirrel.
but you know what? Because it's such a big topic, I think it's okay. Because it goes into everything. All right. we want to hear what's over there at the time. This is what, I was like, we want to hear. No,
We want to hear from
that's
you.
the clock. We want to hear from you, Tom.
From our live studio audience.
We want to hear from you, not the clock. The clock is already telling us what it wants us to know, that we late. We want to hear from you. Drop in the comments. What is it that you struggle with when it comes to confidence and humility? We want to hear from you when it comes to just any of your thoughts that you have about this. If you have questions, hit us up, rootedandrawpodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. We also would love for you to add some questions into our adorable little 10. We need more questions from you, so you can also send those to rootedandrawpodcast@gmail.com. Also, we are all over social, so like, subscribe, share wherever you consume this content. We are on YouTube, we are on Apple Podcasts, and we are on Spotify. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. TikTok is Rooted and Raw 25. Instagram is Rooted and Raw Podcast. Right?
I think it's backwards, but yeah. Either way, if it's not Rooted and Raw podcast,
it's Rooted and Raw 25.
You'll find it.
We there. All right. This was great. Thank you, ladies. Next week is Christmas. So we will see y'all on Christmas Day. Until then, stay rooted, stay raw.
Bye. Love you.